Alright guys, so before the video actually gets started, I just want to take a moment here to actually apologize for the audio quality throughout the duration of this video. I'm not sure what happened earlier as I was recording, but everything sounded fine up until the point where I was going to upload this video, and then all of a sudden the audio just sounded very strange, and I was actually very upset with that, and I've spent the last couple hours trying to fix this to no avail. I was actually at the point where I was going to completely delete this video, but then I was going through my comments and I saw some of you guys actually requesting this very same video. And for that reason, I feel like if I completely deleted this video and just said the hell with it, because to be honest, it's not up to my standard. I don't like how the audio sound, so I was gonna completely get rid of it. But I feel like if I did that, I would be letting you guys down, because some of you guys are waiting on me to give you guys my thoughts on this uniform in order for you guys to then decide if you want to make the purchase or not. And I honestly believe that the information that I provided in this video is actually very useful information along with the gameplay. So hope you guys can forgive me for this fumble. I'm not sure what happened, but some of you guys may be wondering what the hell I'm talking about, because as of right now my mic should be fixed and I should be back to sounding normal. But as the video progresses, you'll see what I'm talking about, how everything just sounded really strange. So yeah, thank you guys so much for the love and support. Hopefully you can still find something positive in this video, because like I said, the information is still very useful. It's just that the audio is just really weird. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share some gameplay with you guys using Winter Soldier, the living weapon, another one of the uniforms that I picked up as a part of update 4.0. Now going into update 4.0, I was expecting this uniform to be a complete disappointment. Not just me, pretty much everyone was expecting it, because of the fact that we've seen it done twice before. He's gotten two uniforms, and although they're slightly better than the base is so bad that Winter Soldier is a D tier character. So that's kind of what we were expecting. However, because he was going in with absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain, Netmarble actually made it so that this guy got pretty much everything. His kit right now in this uniform is absolutely amazing. It's taking him from a D tier character to being a damn near A tier, maybe even an S class character across the board, not just in his class. That is insane. He's arguably the best thing or best uniform to come out of this entire update. It's crazy to think that we'll be sitting here talking about Winter Soldier and him being possibly the best thing to come out of an update when we have a uniform for Thanos and a few members of the Black Order. But that is the case, guys. His uniform, this one, if you're a fan of this guy, this is the uniform you should be looking at, because it's gonna make him an amazing character, not just for PvE but for PvP as well. And that's actually very hard to do. It's very hard for tier 1 base characters to break into timeline battle and be relevant there, but this guy's actually going to be able to do that. I've actually tested mine with a mediocre build, guys, and it was able to one-shot some of the most powerful characters there, the likes of Quicksilver, the likes of Jean Grey and Doctor Strange. Guys, how many characters do you know that can one-shot the likes of Jean Grey and Quicksilver? Okay, not very many, and Bucky is actually going to become one of those characters in this uniform. His kit is truly amazing, guys, truly amazing. You'll see for yourself. I really don't have him set up any kind of special, but he's just so freaking good. The worst skill in his kit, which is not even a bad skill, is just not as good as the rest, is the one skill. It doesn't really offer too much. It just gives you an all speed buff, but it has some movement and it has a decent amount of damage behind it. The 2 skill actually gives you an all attack buff, which is great because that's going to scale up his DPS. And keep in mind that he's already a good leadership to have. So this, plus the fact that you can keep this 2 skill up pretty much all the time, because take a look at that, a 6-second cooldown time, which means with max skill cooldown, that's 3 seconds, and it's on a 10-second timer, boys. So you can keep this up all the time. So immediately you have 40% buff to his offense, okay? And that's not where it ends. You can see right here on his 3rd skill, he has 100% damage immunity for 5 seconds. This is on a 15-second timer, so 7.5 seconds if you have max skill cooldown, but that is not where it ends. You can see right here, he has true damage accumulation, guys. So the damage he's taking will amplify the damage he's dealing. So yet another way to buff him. That is insane, boys. And on top of that, his 4-star passive got super armor, which is very very good. All defense, gonna bump up his survivability there a little bit. And you have this skill. This is one of the best skills in the game. As you can see, he can pierce super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immunity, invincibility, you name it. He can pierce pretty much everything. And on top of that, he gives himself ignore dodge 100% for 3 seconds, and he actually activates ignore targeting for 3 seconds, meaning he can start hitting people who are in iframes. Okay, take that in, guys. So people like Quicksilver, who is very annoying and they love to hide in iframes, Bucky will actually snipe them right out of it. That is insane. And this skill actually has a lot of damage behind it. It's one of the 2 skills in his kit that you can use to one-shot characters. This skill is truly amazing, boys. After that, we have the 5 skill that has 3 seconds of CC in the form of fear, and on top of that, he buffs himself and gives himself a 100% increase to dodge. We've never seen this. It's only 1 second, but still, that's another way to bump up his survivability. And on top of that, you'll see he gives himself all attack, all speed, and crit rate for 10 seconds. So another way to bump up his DPS, and this can be kept up all the time. So when you have the 5 up and the 2 up, which can be kept up all the time, that's a 50% increase to his damage when you have him in the leadership role. That is a big freaking deal, guys. This guy is overall, just by looking at this kit, you should immediately be buying this. This is a must buy for me. He is going to be relevant for a very long time for all of the end game content, no matter how you build him. Okay, this guy, truly a beast, guys. Take a look at the stats and then we'll jump into some gameplay after. As you can see right here, I have 112 for attack speed, 51% for critical rate, 192 for critical damage, 50% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. So nothing out of the water. I have no ooze on him just yet, so take that in, boys, and you'll see for yourself the last gear is actually rolled for attack speed. I need to re-roll that at some point, and as you can see, it's a basic overdrive ISO set, which is one of the best ISO sets for him. And you want to make sure you try and awaken this as fast as possible, because that's what I'm going to do now that I have him in this uniform. This is a really good obelisk for him, the ignore defense. I don't really need that, so I can definitely swap this out, and that's what I'm going to do very, very soon. The uniform, as you can see right here, it's still at normal, but we're going to take him into some gameplay and you guys can see for yourself that this guy is an absolute beast, boys. Let's actually jump into Shadowland here. And this is actually going to be super easy, but we'll do it anyway. This is actually one of the hardest rumbles in the game, and he's gonna take them out so freaking fast, and they may not even be able to touch him because he has 2 iframes, one on the 3 and one on the 4, I believe. They're not full iframes, but still, they're very reliable, on top of the fact that he already has damage block. So let's do this. Alright, so the rotation you're gonna see right here is gonna be 3-2, and then we'll do 4-5, but you can do 3-2 and then 5-4, completely up to you. Look at that, these guys are already melting, okay? They're like in fear of Bucky, bro, like seriously. Like, I didn't even see Wicked when he came up, bro, look at that. Jeez, like, this guy is a monster, girl, like seriously. 21 seconds. And I think if I had been on the ball and I lined up my proc properly, I could have probably killed them all in like 10 seconds with this guy. Absolute savage. One of the best uniforms in the game. A must buy for me and a must buy for this update. If it's one uniform you buy, it should ideally be this one. So let's actually jump out of here, boys. And we're actually going to jump into World Boss Ultimate, and I'll show you guys how he performs there as well against Proxima. And we'll do phase 5. That's the phase I've been running with pretty much all of my characters, and we're gonna try and see how fast we can clear this with Bucky. I'm gonna use Bucky, and I think I'll use Groot here because this is the only thing he's missing, some heal, but I want to give some potential points to my Groot. And let's do this. All right, let's do this, Proxima. Now Proxima is gonna hit me obviously because the damage immunity is not keeping me completely safe against her because she can pierce that. But we're gonna try and bring the pain, man. Ooh yeah, she hits me. Like, you guys, can you guys see just how much damage this guy is putting out? Like, seriously. Like, seriously, guys.
must buy uniform. Look at this, child's play, guys, child's play. Oh my goodness. Need I say any more, guys? Look. Oh, I was about to say, he almost, but look at that, guys. Damn, this guy almost filled up the whole bar because he beat the stage so quickly. So, boys, get this thing if you haven't gotten it yet, man. Put Iron Man to the side. I know he's the fan favorite. Put Spidey even to the side, even though Spidey's a great uniform. If you can muster the crystals before the sale ends, pick up Bucky if you haven't. He will not disappoint. You literally don't need any practice with the character. You literally don't need to have him build any kind of proper, and he will definitely dominate with a kit like this across the board, guys. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.